Good morning. Today is April the 15th. It is Good Friday. So happy Good Friday to all the Catholic friends out there. We are in the we're not in local vigilance today. We're back in Vermont for the first time, and we are here today to do a pattern sweep and have a look about. We are going to check the local areas in the greater Five Bogs and look for signs of life, and that is our plan. We are going to see what we find, and in the upcoming weeks, as months get warmer, we are going to decide where we go from there based on what we find today. So we're going to get moving and see what we find. Okay, it's always good to get back into this area, kind of like for the first time. I haven't seen moose crap yet, but I have gotten my feet wet, so just like old times. So like I said, we're going to check the Five Bogs and greater area today, see what any signs of life. But because it is early in the year, there's a funky looking tree right there. God forbid I get on it right. But we're going to try to keep talking initially to a minimum. More or less just because I've already seen a turkey today, and I saw it because I wasn't talking. So pretty flooded, more so than normal. This is a lot more waterlogged. I'll invite you to go back and look at some videos I've made in the past. This is normally just a stream that goes through. It's a lot more flooded right now. So crossing directly across like this is not doable today. You will sink up to the mud in your hips, and that's not a pleasure I really feel like having today. So this is again the area where in 2015 or 2015 I had a run-in on the hillside over there around these trees, and like there's another one around there. One of them came down the hill and greeted me to show me the way out. And again, those three have not. They were originally two. I think they added to their family, but they haven't been around in 2 years. So we are going to make a note of this. Listen in without being overly loud. I am thinking the wind, I don't know if you can hear the wind, but it's fairly windy today. The wind is kind of covering some of the noise. So, just trying to see how far I can get out here without sinking into the mud. Look for tracks real quick, but you're not going to find tracks in this you're not going to find a lot of tracks. So, basically where that outcropping tree is, the one I'm zooming in on right there, that's about where the run-in happened in 2015. Damn it. I'd time that better. Okay, we're going to head on to the next area. Area 1 is deemed to be quiet, and I am going to, well, I guess we'll keep this on while I make my way back to the tree line, so I don't maybe, I'm looking for a way in where I don't get soaked, where I don't get my feet wet for your merriment, but we'll see how we do with that. Trying to backtrack the way I came. Okay. Those are, I don't know if you're getting those. Those are deer tracks, though. Nothing overly exotic, fairly commonplace. And do a quick track check while we're here. Okay, so I actually could have gone around here. You couldn't tell from the angle I came in on. So we're going to do that. We are going to spare battery on the camera, though, and head out without. It is really windy today. Otherwise, it's a lovely day for the drone, but we'll have to see if the wind dies down or not. So, just to give you the pan while we're here. This is bog number 2 of the 5 bogs. And with that said, we are going to take a segment break. We are going to make our way back out and move on to our next location on today's agenda. Okay, we're back in the second area, making our way through the woods. As before, we're going to try to keep noise to a minimum as we approach. getting. Oh well. It was moose poo. Anyway. Camera doesn't want to play. Whatever. Thank you. Now it works. I gotta remember to bring my binoculars up here. They have a better zoom than this. Okay, I need to find a better way through. This is all lumpy. I think I found a moose trail. It's all flattened out. So we're going to parallel this stream for a few. Looking for water side activity. This is what I'm referring to. Get my damn shadow. Okay, if you can see how that cuts through there like that. Something big came through. Well, let's keep going. Yeah, this probably gets pretty well stomped on. Let's get over through here. Somebody better look at that metal on the other side. That's what I'm looking at. Okay, we at this point are going to take a segment break so I can get some photography done. Kind of a scenic spot, so we're going to get that. Okay, just a quick check-in. So bogs 4 and 5 are soggy due to the rain that we've had up here. Not passable really, on par with bog number 2, but to get to the area behind it you got to cross it. There's not really any way to do it without slogging through that stuff up to your waist or more. So is what it is for today. We'll return to that hike. That's where I went last year, where I briefly lost this camera's predecessor and cut across into an area, basically went up the middle of the area between the South Bog and the Five Bogs. We will do that again, but we're going to do that on a drier day because I don't feel like getting soaked up to my waist. Not ideal today. We are going to take another segment break. We'll kind of cover some ground. So we're back. We are a little bit north of where we were. We just missed out on a nice scenic picture of a great horned owl flying through here. Missed timing. But nice little pond here. We are north of the Five Bogs at this point, checking on the southern bog. I actually take that back. We're actually south of where we were. And we are looking in on the southern bog and its neighboring bog, which is this one, which actually kind of starts here and then loops over around there. And we're going to concentrate on the south bog today. This one's never really, it's got moose tracks on it and a little bit of permafrost over there. But we're going to we just stopped in here for a quick update. I'm kind of annoyed I missed the owl, but you don't have the timing, and you'll get it. Maybe I'll get him when I get around the corner. But yeah, we're gonna keep moving and hit the South Bog, which is around the corner and maybe about 15 minutes out, and we will check in there and we'll be back. All right, we're back and we're approaching the Southern Bog. A little bit of everything today, I guess. We're gonna approach from higher up with the camera on, because it seems like every time I have the camera on, and I don't have it on until I get closer, the neighborhood wildlife, actually this is an easier approach, the neighborhood wildlife is flying by and I missed the shot, which is annoying. I'm going to try to reverse that trend and go down here on the corner. Seems like I have an easier approach once I go around this mossy log here. Work my way down to this, and then unless there's anything crazy going on the way out, this is probably our last stop today, only because there's nothing really nearby that's going to... Sorry, the camera was going a little further up than I wanted for whatever reason. Might need a calibration. But yeah, you can kind of go and do both of those spots. So I guess this is going to be, if I get him, there's a heron flying by. Story of my damn life today. You can settle somewhere where I can get you on film or no? Of course not. Great blue heron just flew that way, and of course. So let's actually zoom a little bit to kind of give the justice to the size of this pond. And this isn't everything on it, but so early last year we had a plan to camp on the edge of that peninsula out there, and we may yet revisit that this year. You've got a beaver pond there as well as there. God forbid the heron gets up in the air and gives me that shot again. Man, I've had more missed shots today. It's like not funny anymore. Got a couple of barn swallows out there buzzing around though. But another pan of this. And so everything so far today has been quiet. Not really any tracks of interest yet. There's been a fair amount of moose tracks, and I almost stepped in moose poo just like last week. Different state though. We are going to actually cycle over to the other side of this, if I can do it without getting soaked, before we move on. And if it's quiet, it's quiet. There's not a lot you can do about that. Trying today not to delve into my political stances on bigfooting things, mainly just because I did a lot of that during the winter and it got redundant, I think. Time to get back out into the wilderness and focus on such things. So, get out from under this pine tree right here. Get out to the open. Better look over here at this side. There's a whole section of this on the other side of this peninsula over here too, which is, I have the size of this pond at basically like 4.5, 5 football fields. It's actually quite big. And heck or high water, we are going to get out on the edge of that peninsula and hang out for a night up, if not like a weekend. That would be pretty sweet. And little logistical planning involved in that. Last year, was it last year? I want to say it was last year, but yeah, it was. We rented a truck to get in because it was just easier. Like to wrangle my cohort back up here for that. But in the meantime, thoughts for the day. In the bigfooting community this week, I wasn't really paying attention. Probably not a lot going on that hasn't already been going on. So I'm not going to really do a lot of politics today. The same problems with the community are there. They're probably going to be there for the foreseeable future. So, c'est la vie. Beyond that, just a quiet moment in this lovely area. And I'm going to probably get some photography in before we go. So, this is probably a good place to do my wrap up for the day. It's been quiet out today. It's a windy, otherwise warm and beautiful day out here. And I'm going to take a moment to kind of soak up the scene, and we'll give you the obligatory YouTuber, even though I don't consider myself really a YouTuber as much as just somebody who videos his hikes and such, or at least the highlights like today. We are, because just to make the point, I actually, in the course, when I get back to my car, will have covered like 6 miles today. Not huge, but a lot. Upcoming in this area, I'm going to be doing a 20-mile, like 3-day deal in May sometime. So that's not far off. Something to look forward to. But I'm going to give the obligatory, if the mood strikes you, like and subscribe the channel if you feel so moved. Throw commentary in, good, bad, or indifferent. If you think I suck, please tell me and tell me why. If you don't think I suck and you love what I do, same thing. And if you have suggestions, comments, questions, knock yourself out and pose those too. But I'm going to wrap that up here. Thank you for watching. And do a quick pan from this side. And I think that is where we are going to wrap up today, unless I'm able to get the drone up in a different location, because we're in a high location right now, and the winds today are actually, I think the gusts are somewhere up in the 30-mile-an-hour mark. And should they grab the drone and put them way over there, there's no easy way to get over there to retrieve it. So even if I could get the Trace My Drone app to find it, the Find My Drone app to find it, you still got to get over there. I mean, you practically need a kayak or something to get over there. That being said, I'm going to wrap this one up and say thanks for listening, and we will catch you guys next time, which is probably next week, unless I go local tomorrow. But enough yapping. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.